Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another book review. Actually, this is an audiobook and it had been a long time since I had actually listened to an audiobook, but it was really quite an experience, I thought, and even more enjoyable than reading the book. And this is a book by Alan Lightman. It's called Mr. G. This is a novel about the creation, and it's read by Ray Porter. And actually, Ray sounds an awful lot like John Delancey. It's really strange, but listening to that gave me kind of a smile because he has that same kind of quality in his voice, and it just gave me a little bit of a fangirl, dream come true sort of thing in my mind. But it's really an incredible book, and it spans the creation of the universe from the void with God himself and his Aunt Penelope and Uncle Deva, and Aunt Penelope and Uncle Deva have their different personalities, and it's all very interesting to see the repartee that they have together and their bickering and all that. They're like an old married couple, and they are an old married couple, so to speak, and it's very just breathtaking. They're just the prose involved with this is just exquisite, and I could see all these things happening in my mind, and I just thought how utterly astronomical it was, and just splendiferous. Then, of course, comes the adversary, Bellhor, and Bellhor is the antithesis of Debbie. I don't remember her last name, but I told you it was two syllables. Sorry about that. We were trying to think of a name of the person who gave us our dog, but I digress. Can you get that? Can you get that? Okay, never mind. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell again. I digress yet again. But anyway, Mr. G is a really sensational book, and I highly recommend it if you're intrigued as to see what the mind of God is actually like. All right, this is just an interpretation, and it's to me it's very intimate, and it does ring true as to what I think God would sound like and how he would act. And I just thought it was a really sensational audiobook, and I just loved it, every second of it. The ending actually gave me hope as well, because it's not the end, so to speak, and there are a lot of questions that are posed within the series, the the series of not DVDs, but the series of CDs themselves, when when God is talking to Bellhor, and just the different kinds of dilemmas and decisions that he is poised with, and it's very intriguing. It's just a unique sort of audiobook in and of itself, and a really tremendous experience as far as I'm concerned, and I definitely recommend it. I give it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it, and I had never heard of Alan Lightman before, so this was my first book that I've ever read by Alan Lightman. I may read other books by him, and the word pictures in the story, they're just so extravagant in and of themselves, and it's truly a beautiful telling of the creation, and just gives you a more intimate look into the playfulness and the nurturing aspects, and also the pragmatic side and the empirical side of God, and or what the author thinks God would do, or what he would sound like, or what he would create out of the nothingness and the void. Uh, one of my favorite parts of the story is, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but when he goes to one of the galaxies that he's created to make Aunt Penelope a dress, when they figure out, well, after he's invented time, and he does this by the click of an atomic clock. In a minute. And through the progression of hydrogen atoms, which makes sense. I thought, yeah, that's totally logical. I would have done the same thing, but um, yeah. And he it's made with a lot of different pink stars, and she just twirls about in it and dances in it, and it's just really such a refreshing scene in the whole book. And there are a lot of things that are funny, like Aunt Penelope's lines are hysterical. One of my favorite lines that she has is dumb, dumb, dumb. I'm married to somebody who has an amber sunset for consciousness. Wait, no, that's not it. An amber sunset for a mind. And I just laughed at that. I thought that was hilarious. And there are a lot of lines like this. But even with Bellhor, even though Bellhor's a little bit more disturbing and devious and kind of mercurial and mischievous and kind of a Machiavellian character, and you love to hate him. But basically, that's all I have to say now, because now it's time for nightly news, and I will be reviewing This Side of Heaven as soon as I've finished with it. I'm actually almost done, honestly, and you can look forward to that in the future. I'm nearly finished with Love Potion number 9, and it will be posted on fictionpress.com. I plan on working on Dreamwalking, and okay, and I got a number of other stories I want to be working on, and they should be really fun to do. And my saga continues to expand, and it's just growing larger and larger. And it's like it has a mind of its own, which, as a creator, is a little bit unnerving. And I don't know exactly where the series is going to be headed, whether I'm going to take it in one direction or another. We'll just have to wait and see. So, if you are interested in giving me a request for something, fanfic or whatnot, just let me know, and I'll try to do it. If you'll collaborate with me, I like doing collaborations. I haven't done a collaboration in a dog's age, so uh, other than that, let's see. I've posted my resume for some jobs. I called a local sock factory in town, hoping that I would get a job, and they have filled slots with employees, and now they are training them. I will have to call her, the manager, next week and see if they have anything else open. I just really, please send me good vibrations, pray, do litanies, or whatever you do. Just pray that I'm able to get a job, and intend work in your mind, and send that thought and that manifestation my way, because I really, really, really need a job, because I really want to start my life and get myself, squared away for a life of my own. I think that's about it. So I shall see you later. So, ciao!